My name is Christoph Jouet. I'm the Managing Director of Africa Events and Catering. I'm hosting the All African Games at the moment.
AEC in short, a company that is specialized in events and catering.
So our role on the African Games is to feed approximately 6,000 athletes, 4,500 volunteers and about 500 VIPs. Not only on this site, but also in 5 other satellite sites around Brazzaville.
You're dealing with challenges around culture, language, trying to accommodate as many tastes as possible, also dealing with various types of athletes. Also very interesting to deal with the various cultures and figuring out the ways in which different departments and teams work together.
It was very, very crucial for us to pick the right team members. The crew that we chose were a very highly skilled management team that were able to both lead and train and then of course do the job itself.
Realistically, we needed an international team that had worked on this scale, that could move very, very quickly, facing the challenges that we did around this project. Secondly, we were also very, very conscious of our responsibility as an international team to work with skills transfer and development and training of our local contingent. So in all steps of us coming on board, did we bring in our local partners right from the get-go to start training them and building up their skills, whether it be in the kitchen or front of house or VIP waitering and all of those elements that were just key to the project.
They'll be receiving a certificate at the end of the event, and it will help them to find something later on in life.
Nutritionally wise, we try to give them the best product that we could give. Fresh, always fresh. So nutritionally wise, it's just keeping it fresh.
We are all cooks, CDPs, whatever, but they got their own way of cooking things. So I need to introduce them to our kitchen, and we use to learn from them too.
It's a continuous, it's a non-stop, it's a 24-hour operation. So you need to be focused on what you are doing and get the work out.
In terms of the nutrition and catering, we're very happy as South Africans because generally when we travel to other African countries, we're at the mercy of the type of foods there.
I think they've really outdone themselves. The food is really good.
We've built virtually 3 tents since we've been here. We've built the main kitchen, which is about 40 meters by 20 meters. We've built the volunteer marquee where we've been feeding 3,000 people a day. We've built the laundry room, and then we've built the changing room and the staff arrival area.
We've brought up 5 flights of 80 tons of food each. It takes us 4 or 5 hours to unload the plane and get it here. The equipment comes from South Africa, and it's all locally South African manufactured, and then we exported it by ship and also by aeroplane. For procurement, our thing is to make sure that people get fed and they get cool drinks and things to eat, and that they don't notice that there's been any issues. We're looking at the long game, so we're looking 10 days ahead.
We have a kitchen that hasn't stopped in production for over 3 weeks, literally from the day of it switching on. The next time it switches off is the day we cook our last meal. When you start dealing with that kind of scale, it starts becoming quite apparent as to how big it is, dealing with the immensity and the scale of what we were trying to do. And once you got your head around, the language and the culture and the scale, you just went into project mode.
Being able to succeed in a country that's far away from home, with this team at the moment on a project of this scale is probably the biggest highlight.